Most of us always look for what is popular when shopping for a car. That's some mistake, especially in the SUV world, as popular doesn't always translate to better or great. As an SUV fan, I've made a few mistakes I wouldn't want to repeat or see someone else make. I consulted Consumer Reports, one of the most trusted consumer product reviewers and testers, and I was pretty convinced by their elaborate choices. The Consumer Reports analyze these vehicles according to their reliability, safety, owner satisfaction, usability, ride comfort, and on-road tests like emergency handling, acceleration, fuel economy, and braking. So, the 5 SUVs I will advise against are the ones that Consumer Reports least recommends. You probably are asking if the 5 are the ones to avoid. What should you go for then? Well, I also consulted Edmunds.com, an expert car reviewing and testing site, and I'll share their top recommendations which you can go for. So let's dive in. In number 5, Dodge Hornet 2023 edition. The Dodge Hornet is arguably a better alternative to the underwhelming Jeep Compass, which I'll review next. The small SUV has sound handling and a decent engine and transmission system. It's not the cheapest compact SUV on the market, thus you typically expect more value for the money. Sadly, now, the Dodge Hornet doesn't hit all the notes, which explains why the Consumer Reports gives it a 2 of 5 score. Remember, we're talking about the 2022-2023 Dodge Hornet, Dodge's first ever SUV after the 2006 Dodge Hornet Mini concept car. Reasons to avoid it. So far, there have been 2 recent recalls for the 2023 Dodge Hornet, which means one thing: the compact SUV isn't safe. One recall reported by Consumer Reports talks about a failing pedestrian alert system, which is a huge concern when reversing. The other recall touches on the likelihood of the battery overheating and sparking a fire. And that's not all. This SUV has a much stiffer handling and is generally loud. So if you're looking for a small SUV that combines comfort with safety, especially the 2023 version, perhaps the 2024 edition will be the better one. Only time can tell though, we'll have to wait and see. What to get instead? If you're looking for a small SUV within the same price bracket as the Dodge Hornet, or even slightly cheaper but one that offers more value for money, consider the 2023 Mazda CX5. This compact SUV enjoys an 8.1 of 10 rating by Edmunds, which is a great one. With it comes a higher quality interior and a much sharper handling than the Dodge Hornet. Its fuel economy is decent and the SUV is quieter on highways than the Dodge Hornet. Its only chief concern is that its cargo space and legroom are somewhat inadequate. In number 4, Jeep Compass 2019 and 2022 edition. The Jeep Compass is another compact SUV with a 2 of 5 Consumer Reports reliability rating. Though this SUV is fairly priced, looks good, and comes from a renowned SUV brand, it doesn't match the existing competition. That means the risk of crashing is much higher when the electrical system fails. And since the seats are improperly welded, the chances of sustaining an injury during a crash are equally higher. Meanwhile, the 2019 edition has experienced 2 recalls for issues like brake failure and reduced visibility. They are scary, and you would rather stay away from the 2019 and 2022 Jeep Compass to stay safe. What to get instead? If you're looking for a compact SUV with the off-road capability of the Jeep Compass and slightly cheaper, you can't go wrong with the 2023 Chevy Trailblazer. This small SUV earns an 8 of 10 score by Edmunds, which is a good one if you consider what you're getting. For a compact SUV, it is roomier not just for your sitting but also for your cargo. This SUV, unlike the Jeep Compass, is also safer. The manufacturer employs the most advanced driver assistance and safety features to improve driver and passenger safety. Its off-road capability is also excellent, and it enjoys an imposing, stunning exterior. Its biggest concern is its base engine, which is not the most powerful and its somehow slow transmission. Wait a minute, I know you're enjoying this video. What about you give me a thumbs up by liking it, then subscribe and hit that notification bell for the latest epic videos. Let's continue. In number 3, Ford Escape 2020-2023 edition. The Ford Escape is the perfect reference point when arguing that popularity doesn't always translate to better. Frankly, everyone knows about the Ford Explorer. It's one of the most popular SUVs on American roads. Its elaborate technology, classy interior, and elegant exterior are unquestionable, and that's perhaps where most people get it wrong. Reasons to avoid it. You can tell that the Ford Escape is a dangerous purchase from the number of times the NHTSA has recalled it for safety and reliability concerns. The 2020 model has been recalled 11 times, the 2021 edition 8 times, the 2022 model 6 times, and the 2023 release thrice. That's an alarming statistic, especially if the reasons include fuel leaks, engine failure, loss of drive power, tires, poor rearward visibility, failed airbags, and unreliable seats. Overall, the Ford Escape earns a 2 of 5 Consumer Reports score. What to get instead? There is a reason why the Honda CR-V is the benchmark for compact SUVs, and that makes it the perfect alternative to the Ford Escape. The 2023 Honda CR-V, for example, enjoys a roomier interior, numerous comfort features, and advanced in-car tech. This SUV feels big when driving, even though it's compact. Its feature-packed touchscreen gives you an unmatched infotainment and navigation experience, and you have to fall in love with its 8.1 of 10 Edmunds rating, which is proof of that. Perhaps the primary concern is the cabin space, which does not offer much storage for smaller items, and the hybrid trim can sometimes be too noisy. In number 2, Volkswagen Towers 2022 edition. The Volkswagen Towers is one of the 2 SUVs on my video list with a Consumer Report reliability rating of 1 of 5. That proves how disappointed car owners are with the Towers, especially the 2022 edition. So while the SUV is pretty roomy, looks good, and comes from a reputable automaker, it just doesn't make the cut, which is quite unfortunate. Reasons to avoid it. There are several reasons why the Volkswagen Towers 2022 is a no-go zone. The 2022 model, for example, has suffered 6 recalls for issues like engine stall, non-displaying rear-view camera, broken suspension, and fuel leak. The danger is that all those issues increase the risk of crashing. What to get instead? Ironically, despite its preceding edition not courting it, I recommend the 2023 Volkswagen Towers. Why? Well, the 2023 Volkswagen is the number 1 ranked SUV by Edmunds in the extra small category, and the reasons are not surprising. This SUV has more cargo space, a more comfortable interior, and is generally easy to get in and out. That makes it a family-friendly if you have a small family, and senior-friendly. The 2023 Volkswagen Towers also has a smooth riding experience, enjoys advanced car tech, and is highly reliable. Perhaps its biggest setback is the engine that can be too noisy when speeding on a highway. Edmunds also mentions a slightly sluggish transmission, but that's just about it. In number 1, Chevrolet Bolt EUV 2022 edition. The Chevrolet Bolt EUV undeniably has a nicer interior, user-friendly infotainment, and more comfortable seats. So, it ticks several boxes for most people. However, this is far from the best if you're looking for a reliable electric utility vehicle. The Consumer Reports only awards it with a reliability score of 1 of 5, just like the 2022 Volkswagen Towers, which shows you should skip it. Reasons to avoid it. According to Consumer Reports, the 2022 Chevrolet Bolt EUV has been recalled twice for possible battery fire and improperly fitted airbags. You wouldn't want to drive an SUV with such safety risks, would you? What to get instead? While so many electric-powered SUVs can replace the 2022 Chevrolet Bolt EUV, the 2023 Tesla Model Y does the trick for me. Yes, the car is highly priced, which should be expected because it's a Tesla after all, but you can't argue about its value. Edmunds ranked this electric SUV as the best overall small performance SUV, and the reasons are pretty convincing. For instance, this SUV offers a lot of range, has stunning acceleration, and supercharger networks are pretty convenient. You also have to like its roomy cargo area and sitting space, something you don't get from the small category SUVs, especially the electric versions. Perhaps the other biggest concern other than its price is its intricate touchscreen interface, which could easily distract the driver, and the lack of Android Auto and Apple CarPlay wireless integration. Now, you know the top 5 small or compact SUVs you should avoid. I've also shared the alternatives, which means you aren't short of options. Here is another eye-opening video about 10 new worst SUVs for 2024 that you love. See you there.